Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your general reading for September 2020. Yes, we're already in September. This is a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. So you should know within the first few minutes if this is your reading or not. If you feel like it's not yours, you might want to check your Moon and or Rising sign if you have the time, because a lot of times our readings will jump from the three of those or other signage in our chart. Sorry, I'm going to fix this guy. This foo dog is falling over. Okay. Sagittarius, the first card you have is the happiest card in the deck. It's the Sun card. This is the brightest, most positive card in the deck. What else can I say about the Sun? This is how you're feeling in September. You feel happy, successful, powerful. And the Sun card is also about just being happy, maybe for no reason at all, or maybe just finding joy in doing nothing. So it could be all of the above. Maybe it's just you finding joy in quiet, simple moments, or appreciating the beauty and happy in that. Or there's a lot of great things happening around you, or both. Whatever it is, you're feeling really good in September, Sagittarius. I just did a love reading for you guys last week, and I know that there was a lot of difficult energies that you're dealing with. So it could be that you've turned a corner in that, or something else in your life is making you feel really happy, or you're just moving on from those energies. One way or another, you're just feeling really good, Sagittarius. This kind of makes sense because as we get closer to our birthday, we start to feel a little bit better. So a lot of Sagittarius start to feel better when we enter the fall months. They feel more in their element. For a lot of Sagittarius, being in the summer months is not their favorite. So yeah, that makes sense to me if this is resonating for you. Yeah, you feel like a little kid again, probably, a lot of you. You just feel open and open to receive. Maybe you were feeling a little closed off for a while, but you're feeling really open and exuberant. And yeah, something about my Sun card is that there's the sun in the background of the baby on the white horse. And all these sunflowers, naturally they would face the sun, but they're facing that baby. So it's like you rivaling the power of the sun. That's how positive this energy is. So that's all I'll say about that. Moving on, Sagittarius, the second card you have is what you want in the month of September. You have the Two of Cups reversed. So there could be a sense of imbalance between you and another person, and you're wanting to wrong that right. There could be a person that you guys are just opposite from each other, or feel like there's too many differences between the two of you and you can't come together in peace. Excuse me. This could be someone that you're not in communication with, that you haven't been in communication with in a while. You have a desire to come together and find common ground and find peace. That's really what's on your mind in September, Sagittarius. Yeah, it's like you're thinking about, you're kind of acknowledging the ways like, yes, I'm so different from this person. How can we come together and blend harmoniously into a whole? Like, how can we come into like a peace agreement? You know, that's the Two of Cups is all about coming into an agreement and finding peace and finding common ground. So this could be with someone you're dealing with romantically, but not necessarily so. It could be a friend or a family member. And yeah, you want to come together and bury the hatchet and find peace and let bygones be bygones. Yeah. Maybe this happens, Sagittarius, and that's why you're in this Sun energy, or maybe there's a really strong energy and possibility of this happening in the month of September. Okay, so if you've been out of communication with someone and you've been wanting reconciliation, it could be that this is the time for it, Sagittarius. And maybe it's because you're in this Sun energy that you've been pushed into a different energy, and it just is the right energy for this to maybe finally happen, okay? So, third card, challenges in September, the Empress. The Empress is all about, you know, being in your body, being in your home, you know, running your home like a well-oiled machine, being in touch with the earth, being in touch with your body. It's also about positive body image a lot of times. It's also about pregnancies, so it could refer to some people hearing about a pregnancy news. But it came up in the challenge position, Sagittarius. So I'm seeing this as you are experiencing a challenge of, you know, getting back to basics. Maybe you have let yourself go in some way. Maybe you're not eating the healthiest or exercising. And this is, you're starting to see the results of that over the course of many months. Maybe you have poor body image. And this is coming up for you in September, where you're noticing these things and you're like, oh, like, I need to start taking better care of that. So yeah, this is definitely something that becomes a challenge in the month of September. Maybe a conversation with the person puts it on your radar, and then you might feel a little bit bad about yourself or something like that. But yeah, it's also about just the ability to get back to basics and be in your body and be in your home. And this is challenging for you. It could be because something has accelerated in work recently. Maybe something has really picked up with the project, or maybe because it's the beginning of September, a lot of people return to school. So it could be that where you kind of get kicked out of that energy a little bit, and you're like, oh, like I can't forget about taking care of myself. And you realize that, or someone points it out to you and it's on your mind. Okay, so the Empress is all about being very grounded, so you feel maybe a little out of whack and not attached to the ground in the month of September. And it could be because of a flurry of activity that's coming up for you. Okay, the fourth card you have, Sagittarius, is opportunities in the month of September. You have the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is about an opportunity. Well, there's a couple different things it could mean. Let's break it down. So the first thing I thought of was some kind of spiritual interest or renewed spiritual interest. The Five of Pentacles in the upright is all about, you know, it could be financial destitution, being felt left out in the cold. It could be like lovers not being able to find a meeting place, or two lovers, you know, going through financial difficulties together. In the reverse, it's telling me that there could have been some disappointment in a financial matter, and you're kind of just turning to like higher sources. What I mean by that is you're more interested in spiritual matters now. Maybe you're realizing that money and wealth isn't going to make you that happy, and you have a renewed interest in matters of the heart or spiritual matters. It could be that. It could also be coming together with the person that made you feel left out on the cold. Maybe you couldn't meet up with the person for a while, and now you can. And it could be related to that Two of Cups reverse energy, where maybe you do come together with the person and are able to resolve any kind of issue, or not being able to come together for whatever reason. Okay, so there is going to be an opportunity for you to resolve an issue with another person, definitely with the Two of Cups and this Five of Pentacles energy, both reversed. But also just wanting to get into a deeper meaning of your life, okay? And that could be spiritually. And that there's another card in this reading at the end that supports this, so you'll if you hang in a few minutes, we'll talk about that a little bit more, about this wanting to turn toward a more spiritual, philosophical focus on life versus the material and the relationship and all that. It doesn't mean that you, please understand, I'm not saying that you Sagittarius are going to go be a monk and like not live in a house anymore. Maybe some of you guys, a Sagittarius, do tend to do stuff like that. They're very spiritual and philosophical, but I'm not saying that's not what this reading is saying. For some very extreme cases, yes, that could be the case for some of you. But for most of you, it's you wanting to see what this whole life thing is all about on a deeper level besides just the earning of money and relationship. Okay? So the 5th card is advice for the month of September. This foo dog needs help. I'll have to do something with him later. 6 of Cups reversed. This is about, so the 6 of Cups in the upright is all about nostalgia and childhood memories. It being in the reversed, it's all about looking forward to the future and not being in the past. So the advice is to not be stuck in the past. Okay, your advice for the month of September is look forward, you know, don't be stuck in the past. If you're stuck in the past with this 2 of Cups reversed and this 5 of Pentacles reversed about a person that there was some issue with, you're being asked to move on regardless of how things play out between the two of you. Whether you have communication with this person or not in September, you're being asked to look ahead to future opportunities. Because being stuck in the past is making you be stuck in the past, Sagittarius. It's not a good thing for you, okay? And also beating yourself up. In the Empress energy, if you're beating yourself up for, oh, I didn't take care of myself enough or whatever, just let that go, Sagittarius. There's no need to hold on to that. You're being asked to just look ahead to the future. And the reason why you would have this advice card, Sagittarius, is because there is something in the future for you that you cannot get access to until you let go of this, you know, old energy that's in your orbit that is draining you. Okay? But I think you're doing this, Sagittarius, because you have the Sun card, okay? There are, you know, issues here that you're dealing with, but you're feeling really good, so it feels like you are handling all these issues in a way that's making you feel good, okay? But keep in mind, just because we're happy and feel good doesn't mean that all our issues are solved. So there's that, look at it as well. So the 6th and final card, Sagittarius, that I was referring to earlier, that I said I was going to talk about a similar energy that was in the 5 of Pentacles reversed. It's the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And this is all about potentially not being happy with wealth or a misuse of wealth or power. So I feel like you guys are, a lot of Sagittarius could be having financial difficulties in the month of September and or realizing that financial success isn't going to make you happy the way that you thought. You might have had these, you know, great ideas that, you know, having a lot of money or success is going to make you really happy, but you're realizing that that's not true, okay? There's something else that's more important than this giant gold pentacle. And that is supported by this 5 of Pentacles reverse energy, turning to something that is deeper in meaning than just the accumulation of wealth and success, okay? And again, it's also about, you know, having issues in wealth and success. So you might have a snag in your finances in some way. Maybe there's a job that you need that doesn't play out. That's a possibility here, Sagittarius. I have to be honest with you. But I feel like with the rest of the cards in this reading, that it's about really noticing how you thought one thing was going to make you happy, and you're realizing that there is something else that makes you happy. It's not necessarily what you thought it was. And it's not just necessarily money. Maybe you thought a certain person or relationship was going to make you happy, and you're coming to terms with the fact that it's not, that you maybe put someone on a pedestal, or, you know, were in your head and emotions about a situation or a person, and you're realizing that it was just something that you made up in your head and that it's not really what you really want, okay? It could be that too for a lot of you, Sagittarius. So I pulled an additional card from a deck of cards that is just the majors and the aces to kind of top off the reading and tie everything together. You got Justice. So there is something coming into balance here with this Justice card. Okay, and that doesn't surprise me because of this Two of Cups reversed energy. Something could be getting balanced out with a person, okay? Two of Cups reversed suggests it's someone that you might not be in communication with right now. Maybe you come into communication with this person and some issue gets balanced out, okay? It could be a legal matters. Justice is also about legal matters. Maybe there's a day in court, but it's not necessarily that. It's about bringing justice and balance and fairness to a situation. So if someone needed to say their part, to clear the air in some way, there's a strong possibility of that happening in the month of September. And you're being asked, Sagittarius, with this card, to be as fair and objective as you can be in a situation. You might have a lot of emotions tied to something, and you're being asked to look at something from a higher order, which is interesting because that kind of fits in with the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed, looking at something from a higher view instead of just, you know, survival and money. So it's a similar idea here of you looking at something from just a loftier point of view, seeing the bigger picture of something so that you could see what's really going on and what is needed for fairness and balance in a situation. So Sagittarius, I think this is, you know, a fairly good reading. You know, there are a little bit of challenges coming up with that Empress energy. Some of you not maybe feeling very grounded right now in your body. So that, you know, is definitely something that a lot of you guys could be dealing with. And with the Two of Cups reversed, like I said, wanting to come together and make peace with someone, there is a strong energy here of that happening in September as a big possibility and an opportunity for justice and to bring balance. And then with this Pentacles energy here, Five of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, you moving on to something in your life, you're leveling up, that's what it is. You're leveling up to something a little bit more higher order, something more important in your life than relationship and money and things that you thought were really important, Sagittarius. But yeah, you're feeling really happy and good in the month of September, and I attribute it to us, you know, getting closer and closer to your birthday perhaps. And the advice is to just not be stuck in the past, to move forward. Okay, whether you come into contact with this person in the Two of Cups reverse energy or not, just keep moving forward. If it happens, it'll be the right time. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I have with you. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know in the comment section below. That's really helpful for me. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, Sagittarius. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.